Hello everyone, welcome back. We have a second stream tonight. I talked yesterday in the first one about playing some wild decks with a couple decks I have featuring the Fungalmancer right here, which is a really cool card. It's really done extremely well for me. So I am looking forward to, hold on one second here. I'm really looking forward to getting that going. Alright, so we're just making sure everything's okay here. Let's see. Alright, so here's the deck list as you guys can see. Okay, guys, welcome back. I think we had a little bit of a technical hiccup in the first attempt, but that's fine. Anyways, as I was saying last night in my first stream, this is our second one, so I'm kind of excited about that. Going forward, though, I think we're going to try to add alerts and all that good stuff. I still don't know if I'm going to focus mostly on YouTube gaming or what's it called, Twitch. So we'll see about that. As I said last night in my first stream, I wanted to feature some wild decks with a Fungalmancer, which is this guy real cool. He's been doing really good. I updated the list. I remember last night, if you watched the first stream, I had the Clockwork Gnome, but I said it's a little bit too easy to remove, even though the spare parts are so good to have, what's it called, for you know, giving your freezing, etc., etc. Real one I really enjoy is hiding, you know, stealth for the next turn, so you can protect a key minion. I think the Cogmaster should be a little bit better. It's harder to remove, and potentially could snowball and get in a lot of damage. So here's the list. It's pretty much a mech mage, only a little difference. Some new cards from like the Frozen Throne. We have him to deal with the 1-drops, Doomsayers. It's really good against Doomsayers, stuff like that. Also, we have, where is it? From Karazhan, or League of Explorers. Kind of new. We have him, which is also very new, obviously. And we have the new, from Cobalt and Catacombs, we have the new legendary weapon, which I'm going to test. And, of course, Spiteful Summer I wanted to utilize. Obviously, it doesn't, the spells, you know, usually with Spiteful, you want high-end spells like 7+, 10, 8. But with this deck, you need Frostbolts because this is, you get all your damage from, obviously, minions, not necessarily fireballs and stuff like that. This is mostly for removal or surprise lethal. So I haven't played much wild yet this season, so let's see if we can get some grinding going, and then we'll see how the deck does. It might need some refinement. It might work really well. It might not. Who knows? Before we start, we also wanted to show as another one that we could potentially play. Where is it? I gotta rename it because it doesn't have Shadow Reaper. I used to have the DK in there, but I removed it for Jeeves, because this deck, you know, you don't really have that much card draw. You do have the Drakes, which are great, obviously, Clerics, which are good, but Shield, but I really think the deck could use this. It doesn't have the weapon, so we'll see. We might play that tomorrow or whatever. Alright, let's see if we can get started. And see, okay, so I haven't played much. I haven't been playing much Hearthstone at all, and I'm going to be also streaming Eternal, Faria, and Fable Fortune. Fable Fortune has been taking up a lot of my time because I really enjoy that game, and I haven't really showed much in competitive yet, or constructed, but we will, I promise. So let's go ahead and queue up. Hopefully we won't run into a lot of nastiness. This deck really probably can't handle any of the Sea Witch decks, stuff like that. Obviously this is aggressive, kind of more, actually kind of lean. It's aggressive.
Khadgar versus Khadgar.
Alright, we have Mage versus Mage. Have fun. Alright, you want early game. The Noyotron's great. We don't want that. We don't want that. We do want Fireball in case we get anything nasty. You want your run drop, but I'm not going to... The Noyotron's actually really, really nice to have. So we're going to keep that, even though you want your Cog Masters. We're on coin, so that's not bad. We're not going to coin anything. We could coin that out, actually, but we're going to wait. We'll probably do some shenanigans next turn. Alright, so Mana Worm is something that needs to be dealt with. We could put this down and coin out the... get some tempo. Or we could just move it, completely remove it. It's kind of hard to say, right? If we put this down, he's going to have to ping it, right? So let's do that right now. And we'll deal with that next turn. He's going to have to ping it, fireball, stuff like that. Or he's going to fireball this. We don't really have much forgotten tool. I might want to add that. Alright, so we're going to have to deal with this. I don't know why he didn't... why didn't he... I don't know if that was the best play, guys. It might not be. Well, next turn, we have the Fire Goblin. Hopefully it goes all directly to the face, because that's going to be very, very difficult to deal with. Too bad it's not a one-attack minion. Alright, so we were able to get rid of it next turn. I kind of think I was a little bit hesitant. I wanted to get a little bit of a head start. So now he uses the hero power to get rid of the Divine Shield, which is really good. Unfortunately, look at that. So we're not going to be able to deal with that, but at least we got another taunt. The next turn we should have pretty good stuff. Let's put the Shredder out. It contests this board. This is going to be really good. Hopefully we won't low roll with a Frostbolt. If that does happen, we do have a Fireball or a Firelands Portal in. Ooh, wow, you don't see that very often. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Alright, let's hope we get Firelands Portal. Even the the Fireball will be nice. Alright, Frostbolt. Okay, so we have a... Since we're not going to roll... Ooh, well, we're going to get a 4-drop, right? Because unfortunately we have both, but tempo is tempo. Next turn we'll be able to deal with that. It's better than nothing. This is a tempo type deck as well, guys, so yeah, I'm not going to get the ultimate value, but that's actually excellent because my opponent has to remove that, otherwise I get a 6-drop. But we got to start pressuring, or otherwise we're not going to win this game. It's a fun deck, though. He's an elemental mage. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, man, this guy. Really? He's going to probably trade into it. So this doesn't go face and he could deal with it next turn. Oh, wow. Okay, that's good. We're not going to deal with that, even though... I mean, we are, but we're not going to deal with it with the minion. Oh, wow. And it's synergy. Let's see if we get something good. Oh! GG, or not GG, but that's what I'm talking about. You see? You don't get a perfect support for the summer, but it's good. It's good stuff. And maybe we could refine this deck a little bit. Alright, so this is good because it does support everything. Oh, and this is going to be really good here. And then we have a Noyotron. We have this. We're probably going to use another Fireland Portal to get rid of this. And then we'll drop Oh, well, never mind. I mean, well, let's talk about here. We gotta start going faces to place, though, because we can't be sitting. That's decent. We're gonna do this. We're not gonna. You have to pressure as much. A 1-2's not doesn't do anything to the board. Yeah, well, Meteor does. This guy's RNG is amazing. He's obviously gonna try. Oh, he could hero power to keep this going. If this survives, we'll get that. If not, we'll put that down so we can, that might be Mirror Entity. Alright. Well, if it's Mirror Entity, we're not going to put any of these nice, so let's do this. Alright, well, that's not... Oh, well... We'll get damage from... Alright, good. We're going to put this down so it does a little bit... harder for him to deal with, and we got a pretty sizable board. Flame strikes obviously could be an issue, so there's that. Alright, my opponent gets a nice minion. Unfortunately, we're probably going to have to leave it alone. We have Divine Shield. Matter of fact, we could actually... Hold on. Let's do this, see what we get. Spell power... Is that going to help us? That's... Oh, hold on. I think actually we're going to choose this. We're going to obviously...
I'll fix you.
Let's not put everything... We'll deal with it next turn. We got to set up for lethal. We can't trade there. And I was going to ping it with a Annoyatron, but I'd rather not. Not lucky.
Finally,
Oh, that's actually real bad. He's probably going to get rid of that, obviously, yeah. But he's out of resources, and that's lethal. Yeah, you get this deck, you have to, if you guys are familiar with mech decks of the past, you have to control the board as much as you can, but you can't be your main focus. You got to go face. Or not face, you got to get your minions to go face. The spells are just there for to slow opponents down. Damn, almost out of water. Ooh, rogue. This is going to be bad. Rogues are mill rogues, so I'm probably going to lose a lot of my minions, but...
Knowledge is power.
I'm not keeping the weapon. Definitely keeping that. Is there any one-drops a rogue could have? That's actually not a bad starting hand. You want your cog masters, obviously, but I'm going to keep this. Definitely deal with that for any kind of minion he puts on there. I think 90% of the all rogues on Wild Ladder are mill. So, oh yeah, I gotta cut that. Tempo, we're going to probably do that since we have two drops. It gets rid of his minion, gets something on board. Chugga Chugga, I miss him. We'll get him out there so we could lock down his face. Hopefully he will just do hero power. Hopefully he won't be able to deal with this. So we'll see how this deck does. We'll put that down. And then we could have this next turn. We have a lot of removal. Unfortunately, you don't want your fireballs and fireland portals in your starting hand. We could frostbolt it, but we're just going to do this. We're not going to suicide our minion. We'll wait, because next turn we can deal with it. Like I said, I don't know how this deck's going to do. Mech Mage usually traditionally does very well, but this deck's a little bit more mid-range-ish, I think it is, with all the high-top stuff, like Firelands and stuff like that, so we'll see. Okay. Gets rid of that. That's fine. It locks down his face. We'll be able to deal with that. We'll probably ignore this. I hate... we could do that, but we need to get rid of that anyway. So we'll do this. Go there. Next turn, we have several options. Hopefully he can't remove it. His face is locked down, so that's always good. Hopefully we'll do a good win rate with this deck. Oh, Quarter Creeper. This guy forgot to update his list. It's only a 2/5, but it's still a relatively cheap minion on turn 5. It's, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so let's see what we're going to do here. We can't let the board get out of control completely. We could do this. Oh, man. We could do this and Fireball to lock this down and just go face. Yeah, we can't really lose a lot of our... We have a couple turns, we have some big stuff. We could do this, but that kind of floats mana, that floats mana, that... Oh, no matter what, all the moves float mana. We can't really deal with this, so what we're going to do is... Let's get rid of that. We're going to trade, and we'll put this down. This deck's not all face. You need to somewhat control the board. We can't let our opponent get get it out of control. And plus, now he can't use backstab to any kind of combo on that. Alright, so this is bad. As you can see, we're falling way behind. Now we have no board. There's really no comeback mechanics for this deck, and Rogue's going to be very, very tough. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to ping the 1/1. Unfortunately, he'll probably bounce that back. We'll see. I don't know. We're kind of behind. At least we have Firelands Portal next turn, but we'll see. We didn't get Cogmaster. I think I really need to start adjusting the mulligan to form more early game. He's going all in, huh? I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, it's a lot of damage. Alright. We're got a Firelands that... Ooh, we could do that as well, but we need the tempo. We might want to save that for Leor. No, we have that for Leor. Oh, that's okay, and then that goes face. He's not going to be able to get us... Well, he could do 6. Yeah, he's not going to be able to do that. Well, maybe. We're pretty much GG, right? Well, yeah, he's getting us real close. We've lost this. Yeah, obviously we could do... ooh, that's actually really, really good. It gives us a little bit more time. Oh, man. That could deal with Leroy. That's going to have to go there. We have to trade. This will deal with Leroy. We get a little bit of healing. It's not going to make much of a difference, but this will deal with when he brings him down. I'm at 10, so he shouldn't be able to kill me next turn. Let's see. He already used 1 Shadow Step, so he only has... Well, he could if he has a second Shadow Step, so it might be a little bit of an issue. But this is okay. He won. It's too bad we can't find a way to buffer. These guys are pretty clutch. I love them. They really deal with a lot of little minions, but don't think we're going to win this.
This guy's toast.
Well, we know that's Leroy, so he doesn't have a second Shadow Step in hand, so that's kind of nice. We need something to stabilize and... Ooh. Well, that could be what the doctor ordered. We can't, we have nothing to deal with Leroy. Well, yeah, we do. We have to do this, guys. We have to do this, get a little bit of healing. We're at 10. We should be safe. We have to control the board right now. We're in no position to, because we know that's Leroy. That if that's Shadow Step, he's won. Because he has 7 damage in hand right now. Okay, what is this? Alright, well, that's... It's not lethal, but it's damn close. It's one off. He's saving it, obviously. We got a trade there. We get one here, but he's just waiting for his. All right. Unfortunately, we still don't have. Ooh, no, we're not going. Hold on. 1, 2. Let's do it for shits and giggles. He has to. If he doesn't have lethal, he has to deal with a 4/5. One, two, three, and then that's GG.
Well played.
And I'm pretty sure he's won. And I could. Well played. That's one of the best games I've had, I think, to date. He attacked with hero, right? No. But look, we get to see this. It's so rare you get to pull this. That's probably why he hasn't conceded. Because how often do you get to see this? Voltron. You just wanted to see that. That was a really good game. Oh wow! I think I've seen that literally twice in the whole time I've ever played mech type decks. All right, so we're 2-0, right? I need to put the win rate or the scores up here so you guys could see that. All right, let's queue up again. The deck's brewing pretty good. No. Uther, it's going to be very tough.
Knowledge is power.
All right, get rid of this. Ooh, nope. 2 drops fine, especially against the paladin. It's most likely aggressive. He only kept 1 card. I doubt very much that it's quest. It could be. We have that, which is really good against his hero power, really good against some of the early game. All right, so we have coin. We could coin out that. He's not going to be able to deal with it, but we'll actually getting a head start would be so good, but we're not going to be able to combo it, so we're going to wait for next turn. We'll probably do that and coin out the Annoyatron. All right, or we could just do this. All right, we have actually a very good curve. I know we could do a far more aggressive, but just in case you need any kind of buff, it's tempo. Oh, okay, so he's not your traditional aggressive paladin. Let's see, we could actually put this down.
Hurry up! Portals online!
And we're going to do this because this is just such a big tempo swing. Hopefully he won't be able to deal with the 2/3. Paladins don't usually... Oh, no, wait, they could have a weapon. I forgot. Never mind. We could have actually put down a Annoyatron to protect our Warper here, but... oh, wow. Okay. Alright, that's good for card draw. We're in a good position right now. We're going to do this. Stay on curve. We don't need to put down anything else. He's actually really good. He could really get out of hand, but he's running Consecration, so he could have a second one. This one's kind of good because it gives us an option. Well, we don't have dragons. We don't have Murlocs. This is the threat. I kind of think we're going to go with that. Wow, who would have known? All right, obviously we're not going to do that. We're going to make him trade. We're not going to give him a free trade. Even though, like I said, we need to get face damage in. Wow, okay, you don't see that very often. We're going to have to get... I kind of like it. I kind of like it. All right, so we're going to hopefully kill that. How are we going to do this here? We're going to put down this. Ah, man, you know what? Hero power so we could ping that. We could, yeah, we have to get rid of that so we get some value out of that. Even though he's going to get value no matter what. We don't have enough. We could ping, and we have no way of dealing with both. Alright, so what we're going to do is put down an Oiatron. He has Divine Shield to mess with. Unfortunately, he's going to get a buff on one of his minions. We're not going to be able to play this. Oh my god. I don't know if we're going to be able to deal with this. We're not going to play it because we're too much in our hand. Alright, so we're going to play this. We'll probably ignore the sludge belt. Oh, that's good. Kind of. Hopefully we get a good...
Do you know the secret hedge?
Oh, actually, it's a good statted minion. We could trade into this, but alright then, we'll wait. Next turn we have the 7/7, and we could also do other stuff. You can get a lot of value, unfortunately. We haven't hide roll on the summoner at all. Some games when I was playing this before, I used to get the Spiral Land portals, but unfortunately we don't. Alright, so he gets a really good buff on that, unfortunately. Oh man, this guy has the Enzoth deck, so we need to put pressure.
Reporting for duty.
You know, fire, that's actually really, really good. We're going to have to remove that. Ah, man, we don't have enough enough mana to play this. Otherwise, it would. All right, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna do this because it's the beefier minion. Do that. Oh man, we have a lot of stuff next turn. We're gonna have a hard time with his late game. There's no way we can. He has consecration. I don't know if that clears the board. We got that out of the way. We're probably gonna put down this dude. He's a... Ooh, maybe not. We could set up some play with this. Nah, let's... He's probably going to be able to deal with it, but at least it puts a huge threat on board. Ooh, we got to deal with that. We have a couple ways of dealing with it. Hero power, bam, bam. Or we can put him down. Let's see, what can we do here? So we have 9 mana, so we have a couple options, and we're probably going to do this first. See what we get. Ooh, actually, this could be kind of good, too. I mean, 2 damage to an enemy, a random enemy, but this is actually nice because it'll lock down face. We're going to do this. Unfortunately, we're going to lose our... oh no, it's oh man, we have no way of protecting that. If I should have thought of that better, I totally forgot. For some reason, I forgot it was 2/2. I thought it was 1/1. So he's going to trade into that. That's fine. Damn it, that's a misplay. I totally forgot this is a 2/2. I thought it was 1/1, so I thought it was going to be 8/8 trade, even Steven. But oh well. God. Yeah, see, we don't have any polymorphs, so how are we going to deal with all this late game this guy's going to have? We're just going to ignore that. We gotta start pressuring. Enzoth's going to be huge. There's no way we're going to be able to deal with it. We're going to do this. Let's see. We're not going to flood our board 100%. We're going to let it go face. We're not. Well, we'll ping that. We're going to wait. We're not going to put all our stuff in because, man, we're going to probably lose this. Yeah, there's no way we're going to beat a control paladin. Late game, this game has to be ended quickly. Okay, that's not too bad. Ooh, that's actually really, really bad, but really, really good too, right? Too bad it's not a 1-drop. I would be able to deal with it easily. Alright, Frostbolt. We're probably going to start, since he has a lot of area effect gone. Alright, so this is obviously going to go there. Let's see what we get. Not the best. This goes here. It goes there. We gotta put as much pressure as we can. We're gonna ping that. because we'll hopefully be able to deal with it next turn. We're going to save, and then we're going to start playing our weapon. Yeah, the one thing about this deck is you do not want to play weapon on curve like you do with Secret Mage, because it is not a burn deck. So, there is that. Hey there, dude. I don't know, is that abbreviation? But I appreciate you watching. Now, well, there goes the cube. You gotta effing kidding me. Alright, we got this. So let's see what we're gonna get. But like I said, he's running low on cards, so that's really good. We high roll. I actually think we only have one frostball. So yeah, we got it. Well, that's not bad. I don't know. We're gonna put that down there to die. Pain. We're way behind. I don't think we're gonna win. So we got 2 wins, 0 losses. It looks like it'll be our first loss. If he drops Enzoth, it's GG. I gotta give this guy credit. At least he's not playing cancerous decks. Alright, so...
You grasp the infinite, mage.
Should we trade anything? No. We can't beat this guy's late game.
Revel in the power.
And now we're on a literally a time bomb ticking clock. We only have 9, so this weapon could be so bad. But maybe it's... I'm testing it. I don't know if it's going to be something we need in this deck.
Reporting for duty.
Because I don't... This is not a type of deck that's going... Ooh, but this is really good. Okay, so first thing is we don't have any... We're going to buff them up. Alright, no, we're not. We're going to put this so hopefully... Ooh, actually... I think this is a little bit better. We get rid of that. Ooh, that's a good statted minion. We're going to do this. Let's trade because he doesn't... I really think we need to go face. I mean, taking out a 1/1's going to do what? Gives him 1 less resource, though. We could... The Goblin could do some work next turn. I really think we need to go... this is not a deck that's going to survive his late game. And plus we got some good stuff coming in. Yeah, I know we give that, but he was going to ping with the other one, so that's okay. That 1/1 shouldn't do anything else, I hope. Now we don't have... oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, so there we go. See, he's just going to... That's why we have to go face as much as possible. Alright. Let's see what we could do here. This is going to do some work.
Online.
And we have lethal. Alright, but I miss lethal. Sometimes I always forget to check. Yeah, if he would have got Enzoth a couple turns ago, though, there would have been no way I would have been able to win. But, gotta control the board as much as you can. And then, yeah, we're doing pretty good, actually. I'm surprised. I thought this deck, and I wasn't sure of the Legendary. I think the Clog Master is better than the Clockwork Gnome, even though the... What's it called? These are good stuff. The spare parts. But anyways, I'm going to take a quick bio break, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's go ahead and queue up. So we're 3-0 right now, which is a good start, but being ranked 19 is not, you might not get the best decks. Well, actually, tonight I haven't seen any real budget decks, so. Tomorrow we'll probably stream some more, maybe some of the Priest, but I want to work on the Golden Warlock, so I just got the Shaman a little bit ago. Of course, the Druid's the first. Mage versus Mage. Drugs. Xena.
Knowledge is power.
Okay, hopefully we won't see any Witch decks tonight. But these guys have been so clutch for me in a lot of games. Love them. Totally forgot the 2-2, otherwise I wouldn't have made that misplay. And this starts horrendous. We're not going to... Hopefully it's not an aggressive mage, because if it is, we're way, way behind. And hopefully people will like and appreciate Wild. I know Wild's been a focus last week or two with Hearthstone, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, wow, okay. How can you get this kind of start? Nothing for turn 4.
Excuse me.
What's really bad is I just realized... Oh, he has no secret, so I don't know what kind of... Alright, so at least we have a 3-drop. My best 2 spells for the summon are in hand. I hate when that happens. And that's one thing I liked about when I constructed this deck. It doesn't have just 2 spells. A lot of... Like the Druid only has 2. So if you... don't have any spells in your deck, this guy's just a 4-4, or she's just a 4-4, which is horrible stats for a 6-drop, but... Alright, so my opponents, we're probably not going to trade. So we do have a chance of rolling a 4-drop still, but most likely it's going to be a 2. But anyways, this week we'll probably be obviously doing more Hearthstone. Obviously, it's the main focus. But we probably will do... You know what? We're probably going to protect our Shredder, right? And we could trade into there so he can't ping it. Does it really matter, though? He could ping this. He can't ping this. So we'll do that to protect our Shredder. Got to protect your board. This deck gets all its damage mostly from minions, not spells. Spells can be used for finishers, obviously, but it's not a face deck, even though it is aggressive. A mage deck, or mech mage was, if you well played, if I remember back in the day, was never a. Oh well, that has to die. He's probably gonna have. We're gonna probably use the fireball on that. Oh, okay, so it doesn't go to my minions. Hopefully, both minions will live. I do not miss this minion. Oh man, I'm just... I do play a lot of Wild though. Actually, mostly a Wild player, but I do Standard as well. When I get fed up with the Wild meta, I switch. But Standard's just so stale right... Oh, okay, so my minions live, so that's good. That's damage to the face. He used this coin, so you can't do anything else. Or has he? Oh, you got... Be effing kidding me. Alright, so we took a lot of... stuff off the board, unfortunately. We have no mech on. We got to deal with that, otherwise it's just going to go. So he's not a slow mage, obviously. He's probably some kind of tempo mage. Spiteful. Hopefully I'll get the 4-drop, but it's 2 out of 3. His chances is going to be a Frostbolt. A 2-drop, still true drop. Okay, so he's saving... I don't know if I would have done that, but actually, yeah, because this could really get out of control if left unchecked. All right, Azure Drake, we're not going to do. We're going to do this, and let's hope for a 4. I'll take anything right now. Yeah, well, we don't get it. Let's see if it's a Charger. I don't know how many Chargers they have at 2 drops, but... oh, okay. I'll take the heals. It's not exactly what I want, but it's actually not bad. That's 4 healing per turn. He has to eventually deal with it. All right, next turn we have some good removal or face damage, and then hopefully we get a mech for our blast mage. Oh, that has to be dealt with. We'll probably... Ooh, that could be counterspell. That would be really, really bad. If that's counterspell, that's really, really bad. It's that or it's mirror entity. Damn it. It's going to be such a tempo loss if I... But I have no other way to test it. I mean, I could do this, I guess. And trade and hope for the best, but damn it. Yeah, it was... Damn it. I knew it was that, but you had to risk it. We have another one. He's probably going to trade. I get 4 healing, so that's okay. Yeah. The problem is all my spells, unless I get a Frostbolt, are not going to... I have nothing else to test it with. Next turn, we do get a big tempo swing, though. We have a mech, and we have the blast mage. That's huge. At least we deal with one of his big threats.
What to do? What to do?
So this one tends to sit in my hand a lot, but that's fine. I usually save it for when I run out of gas, but with this type of deck, you really don't want a dead card. Problem is, it's not a burn deck, so you can't really use it on curve, because then you're going to mill yourself, burn some cards.
I wonder.
And this... My opponent's really deep in thought, but anyways, later in the week we're going to do more Hearthstone, of course, and then we're going to do Faria, Fable, Fortune. Wow, he uses a... I wouldn't have done that. I guess you protect your minion, but that, that's kind of... I don't know, I think that's a really big waste of... Alright, so we're going to... We could actually put this down and develop more of a minion-based stuff. I don't know if that's necessarily good. Because the Blast Mage, yeah, why it goes 4, it could just kind of run. So I kind of prefer getting... I hope he kills it. I hate this card. But it could help me win, right? But every time I play a card, this deck's not... Oh, man. That's the worst 5-drop you could get. But he has to deal with it nonetheless. It's 8 damage. 8 damage is 8 damage. Oh man, it's gonna mill me to death.
We have many secrets.
Oh, Jesus. Well, so I'm gonna lose it because I will get this. Maybe it's Vaporize. Nah, it's not Vaporize. It's probably another... Oh, thank you, dude. So awesome. Well, we're not going to be able to play this now. Well, Noitron's kind of nice. If it's a mirror entity, though, do I really want that? I guess that's better than this. The only thing is it's harder to deal with, right? So let me pick my poison. Oh, well, at least the Divine Shield comes into hand. Saves a little bit of damage. Let's do this. See if we get lucky. We get lucky. Man, I can't believe that. Look how many cards it milled me. That's why I never liked the Fel Reaver. It's a great card because back in the day it was so difficult to deal with. But now that Hearthstone's a way different game, oh wow. Him, on the other hand, gets an amazing amount of good RNG compared to me. Alright, so we're really getting low on resources. We only have 1 spell in deck, so the Spiteful Summer's not going to be that GG, but... Alright, let's... Oh, man. Is that Mirror Entity? No, he already has it. Okay, so we're going to... We have to deal with that. It's just going to go havoc and do a lot of damage. I don't know, 7 to face. You know that's going to be a second counterspell, right? If it's counterspell, let's just do this. We'll lock it down. Oh, it's not. Okay. I doubt very much he's going to have area effect. He's low on cards, so that's good, but we're really low on cards ourselves. God, how many cards did he mill me? It's 6? At least? Maybe more? Yeah, I know, right? Oh, no, I have the Fungalmancer in there because, it's not in Mage Deck. This is the one I kind of... I don't even know if Mage Deck does that well. I'm 3-0 right now, so that's pretty decent. Yeah, no, rank 19. That's the problem when you play 2 ladders. You tend to really do bad in one or don't have good... Alright. Alright, so look at this board here. We have no spells to support this. We're going to just get it down for 10. We got to deal with that, though. We could use minions, but I don't really want to. God, man, we're so far behind now. I guess we could suicide, and we're going to have to do the Frostbolt on that, or well, we could ping, but that's not good either. Oh, let's just get a mini on board. We have no spells in the deck, so... And we're only 6 game... we have to deal with that as much, so... man, leaving this up is going to be so bad. Hold on, let's check. We're not going to win this. He got rid of so many of my cards. We have to get rid of that, though. We can't leave it up. Even though he's out of resources, but that's bad because I'm learning how to burn now. But the Fungalmancers have been really, really clutch in a lot of games, so I really love them. But, yeah, that stupid 2-4 has to be dealt with. I hate put. Oh, man, this guy in the secrets. We'll probably give him this. And I don't know, we can't use that now because look, we'll mill ourselves. You know, I need resources though. And he's been able to contain my board. This has just been a bad game. Oh, okay. Really? He's gonna ping it, get rid of it, we could ping that. We're probably just gonna have to ignore that. We're gonna have to play this. We're just gonna hope for the best. Alright. We don't have much, but we're gonna do this. We can ping that. We're just gonna go face. Oh, we're gonna have to do this. We'll save. Man, this is so bad. Yeah, we can't win this game. He milled at least 6 of my cards or more. But it's been a good match. Yeah, this is GG. I should just concede. Oh yeah, it's awesome. I don't know about aggro druid. I never play. You don't see much aggro anymore, druid, but they're excellent in zoo. Matter of fact, after this game, I'll show some other stuff that I have. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna get some card draw. Maybe we'll get a big threat, but I doubt it. I don't know if you were here a couple games ago. We got that Voltron dude off. It was really awesome against a rogue. All right, let's see. We'll take this. I know that's kind of nice. Oh, man. We're going to do this, though. We're going to protect so that we think we don't really care about him so much. I want to protect the bigger minions. That way he can't ping it. Oh, man, we're going to lose. We're done at fatigue. He's out of cards, though, but... There's just no way I could win this game. He probably has lethal or close to it, and one of those are ice blocks. Yeah, that Fell Reaver from my Firelands portal lost me the game. He milled me for almost, I think, close to 10 cards. Yeah, I think game's over. I should just concede. But you never quit, right? What is my opponent deep in thought? He could deal with a 6-3. What is? Oh yeah, good game. Well played. There's no way I can win this. I'm already.
Well played.
I mean, hell, this is probably. I mean, you could test to see if it's. Oh, I took too much to do damage. But still, 3-1 is still not bad. Here, let me show you some other decks I have. Featuring the fungal guy's been awesome. I think he's been a sleeper hit of this expansion so late. Let's see. Oh, I actually have the Murloc too. I gotta refine this list. It's kind of changed. I don't know if it's good. in his present. Oh, yeah, I do have him. Okay, Neptulon's kind of cool for late game. It's an interesting deck. It's not. It has a little above 50% rape. I don't probably play enough. This one too. I want to work on my golden. This one's been an excellent deck. It's amazing that when I first started seeing the Cobalt's expansion cards, like when I saw the cube, started theory crafting in my mind, and I came up with this list way before the cube block was the thing. So it's kind of cool, kind of bad at the same time too, because it's Hearthstone's kind of limited in your deck options, and I think it kind of hurts the game because yeah, you build your own deck, let's say like this, but guess what? It's so close to like a cube block, right? I mean, it sucks in a way. I kind of wish they would increase it. Maybe 35 cards in a deck would be awesome. I don't know. But anyways, these fungal guys are pretty sweet. I love them. They were excellent. And I also have this one. This is one I'll probably play tomorrow for the stream. It's really it was really good before, but I've kind of changed it because it needs more card draw. Also has the fungal, and then these guys have been so clutch in so many games, getting rid of Doomsayers and the Clerics. This deck couldn't handle Clerics. It's called Shadow Reaper because I used to have Anduin in it, but I got rid of them. I don't think the deck needs it. It's a pretty good deck. You keep your minions alive with like repaired heal bot. You have a little bit of late game, etc., etc. Oh, I know, Golden Neptulon. Actually, Neptulon's probably is my favorite. Thinking of him, this I'll probably stream as well. This deck's been very consistent. It's been updated just recently. Believe it or not, this Lotus guys have been so good because they tend to overextend themselves to remove it because they fear of getting like Emperor Thorson, etc., etc. Devolve. This is a deck I came up with, I think, in December 2006. Initially, I started playing the Devolve before Devolve was really a thing, so that's really nice. It's changed over. Oakheart's really good tempo swing, especially in this deck that tends to run out of card draw. Even though I got the Drakes in there, but sometimes, anyways. But where is it? Golden Neptulon. He was one of, I think, my very first. I pretty much guarantee he was my first Golden Legendary, and he's great. You don't see him ever. He's one of my favorite cards. And over the expansions, you tend to get good Murlocs. So if you get the Paladin, what is it called, Murloc Knight, it's just so awesome. And he's cool. People usually emote when they see him, and I like Wide Eyes, even though he's not very. And I like Thrall, even though he has bad synergy in this deck, because you don't want doing stuff like that. You don't want your Thrall to get changed. But I'm actually thinking about adding Enzoth into this deck. I think he'd be really good, but I don't know what I would drop. Maybe the Bloodlust, but you tend to get a real wide board. So there is that. It's been a good deck. I really enjoy it. I'm going to probably do the Priest. And I like playing non-meta decks. I don't usually net deck. I'm sorry, not 2006. 2016. Good catch there. Good catch. Yeah, I've been playing Hearthstone before Hearthstone was even a thing. But yeah, this deck's... so I do... Oh, let me show you guys this real quick. This one's been a really good deck, too. It needs probably a little bit refinement. I'm thinking about doing King Crush for Katharina here. She's really good, but she sometimes will pull out Beetles. Tempo's tempo. It's actually a grindy deck. I don't care for the Hunter per se, but where is it? Rexar. The hell is it? Anyway, the Death Knight Rexar, that card alone's made me really enjoy the Hunter since it's been released. It's such a great card. And, yeah, that's one thing I love about WoW. I don't have to ever worry about my cards I love going away. And then I have some Druid stuff that's been pretty decent. I got some, of course, standard, but... yeah, I love Wild. I don't know if you guys are into Wild. Wild tends to be really fun for me. Oh, really? That was your first one? Oh, wow. Yeah, he never... Autodustocrat. Loathhead. Yeah, Loathhead. I miss him. I gotta start putting him in decks, too. Because he's so awesome. He's in the if I ever get a chance of getting enough... matter of fact, we'll do it right now. I'm not going to keep it. But if I ever get enough dust... Oh, I hope I could undo it, but I'm pretty sure I can. If I ever get enough dust to have the Golden Loatheb, I will. Look at that. It's just one of the most beautifulest cards they've ever done in Golden. I mean, it's just amazing. But Not at this time. It's a bit too much costly for it, especially with our new expansion coming out, which I'm really kind of looking forward to. But yeah, that he was my first, and yeah, you kind of got it. Oh yeah, exactly, right? Because let me who else? Fandra. You know, I'm let you guys know my main is the druid. Love the druid. My ultimate. See, like here, I crafted golden. Unfortunately, not all golden. He needs to be, or she needs to be crafted. So don't have them all, but I want a golden druid deck one day. And where is he? Fandor. He himself. Oh, this is awesome. I got to do, but him. He's one of the best looking goldens as well. Crafted him, and he's going to be out of standard soon. Yeah, I love Wild. I don't know why a lot of people kind of hesitate to support it, but it's a great format. And it's not as cancerous as people say. Yeah, you have the naggy witches and all that crap, but overall it's a great format, and it keeps me, see, like here I got a lot of time with the old gods. I got so many golden deck cards that one-offs. I had to craft it, and I'm gonna experiment with this kind of twig. And I also want to, where is it? There was a beast quest druid. Oh, and this guy's in some of my list. Yeah, I unfortunately didn't have the dust to craft him golden. I traditionally do. Actually, I'm sorry, I opened him in a pack, so I couldn't justify it. But yeah, I really enjoy the druid. And yeah, see, oh, so you like the druid as well? And I do not play aggro druid. I cannot stand. I mean, yeah, this mage is kind of aggro-ish. It is, I understand that, but I don't play flat out face decks. I don't like it because they're just, to me, too boring, and they tend to run out. This has been a real good deck too as well. But yeah, so tomorrow I plan on doing the priest and warlock. I want to grind my warlock to golden, so I'll be doing that a lot. I have two golden heroes, obviously the druid, and then well, I have the alternate, but he's golden, obviously. And yeah, that wild. I'm gonna probably try to fine tune this wild Murloc deck. It's been really fun. But it is getting late, unfortunately. Tomorrow I'll be on a little bit earlier. Today I had a little bit of a late start. We're 3-1 with the mage deck, not too bad. Even though the mage, I think, is technically, where is it? Way ahead of the world. Not really way ahead, but it's closer to golden and that. But yeah, so we'll do a lot of wild this week, and then also I'm not sure. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Wild does suffer from that, but I'm not sure if you guys are into Wild yourselves. I know a lot of people hate it, but I think it's just a better format. You tend to get, I mean, right now, ranked 19, obviously, you're not going to get good. You're going to get a lot of randomness. Obviously, it gets a lot more refined or meta deck type decks later, lower levels, rank 5 to legend. But you see so much variety. Like right now, I haven't played Hearthstone a lot lately, and it's just because Wild's just not Wild. I love the Druid, and Druid I think is a little bit better than Wild, even though it's still not, it has issues with removal. But no, I agree with you, man. Yeah, exactly. And if you guys look on the forums about Wild, it's always, oh, Shredder, oh, Drake, oh, Dr. Boom. Can't tell you the last. I run Azure Drake in some of my decks, obviously for card draw, but I don't ever see that card, and you don't ever see Dr. Boom ever. I mean, we do once in a while, but people have a very negative opinion on Wild, and it's kind of sad, and they don't even give it a chance. And it's like you sit there and you want to see a couple decks in standard all the time. And I knew I understand the point of rotation because it is kind of good to have both formats, but yeah, right. It's funny because Dr. Seven, I remember back. You guys remember that, right? I'm assuming you guys have been playing a while. You always had to tech your big game hunter in there, and you're like, oh shit, it's turn 7. We're gonna get a big, huge minion we can't deal with, and those bots I know are annoying. But these days, Dr. 7 is really not even that impressive. And yeah, you're right. They do judge the format too harshly, and I don't think it's fair. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm really looking forward to the tournament mode. I think that's going to be a really good addition. I just hope Blizzard's not lazy with it, and they claim they're going to listen to our feedback and et cetera, et cetera. We'll see. I've been playing Hearthstone for a while now, and I think hopefully these new card games will put a lot of pressure on Blizzard for them to get off their asses. Because, I mean, the game's great, don't get me wrong, but it could be far improved if they just put a little bit more effort into it. Yeah. So you've been playing Wild too then. That's good. That's good. What hero do you usually play in Wild? Do you have a preference, or is it just you play whatever? I don't know what your main is. Maybe you like the Druid. You said Druid, so maybe... Well, thinking of Druid, while we're on the topic, this deck's actually done really well. I might get rid of the sprites for, what is it called, Jade Blossoms, because you kind of don't want the Oaken Summons to pull it. You want your Tigers and the cube. The cube into Tiger is awesome because you get almost infinite value or infinite for fatigue. But this guy, you jam, you get ramped up real quick. You jam him on, you get these cube copies. Like a lot of games I get Sylvanas with cube with him on board. It's just GG and that good old Cal. I used to you just put your old expansion and just have new fitting cards with a twist. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And this guy I think is underrated. I don't know if you guys agree, but I think this guy's going to be a little bit bigger come new rotation because, Druid's going to lose a lot of key cards, right? It's going to lose a lot of ramp potential too. And I really think, I don't know if Taunt Druid will be a thing, but I really think this card's going to be pretty big for the Druid. And then Twig might see play because look at all the ramp we're losing, right? So I think Twig might be a thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Twig's kind of slow, but with Medivh leaving standard, it's going to be kind of hard, I think, to... I don't know. We'll see. I usually play a Druid of the Priest. Oh, okay, Priest. I hope you don't do Raza Priest, man. I hated Raza Priest, and especially in Wild. It was so common. I would just concede... I have a love-hate relationship with the Priest. I love playing the Priest. I just hate going against it. It's not so bad now, but they steal your cards. And then the big Priest is so annoying because if they high roll, which they tend to do a lot, you just can't win the game. And since I play a lot of Druid, as you know, Druid has horrible removal. Even though you do have, what is it called, Mulch, which is... I haven't played Mulch for a while, but that's kind of used to be pretty standard in a lot of my decks. Ooh, really? Mildred? I haven't tried that yet. Plus, I only have one of those. I don't know if I'm ever going to craft a second one, even though I do play... well, that's a different archetype, not Mill. But I've never done Mildred. I think it'd be but it's just Mildix. It's just so annoying to play against. It's like... I don't like playing aggro because I hate aggro. It's just... you sit there, you vomit your hand, and you just go face. And it used to be in the day that Druid would never have a very tough time, but now with the spreading plague, we have a pretty decent stuff. Neutralize and Mulch is your best. Yeah, they are, right? And I still think Naturalize, I know it's not a good card. I'm never going to say it is. But right now with the meta with a bunch of freaking, what's it called, Warlocks is so clutch. Unfortunately, you give it aggro, it's really bad because given aggro, they have card draw issues. I don't know. I've never hated. I know a lot of people hate this card, and I don't think it's as bad as it. I mean, 1 mana, but if it was just if it was like a Mulch, it would be maybe a little bit better. The thing about Mulch though is you could give your opponent such a huge game-winning card, but it's still. I love Mulch. I've always loved it. Oh, yeah, sure. If you could send a list, I might even give it a try. I probably will suck at it because I've never played mill decks. And those type of decks actually take a lot of more thinking because you have to be careful with your plays. Like Mill Rogue, I hate Mill Rogues. They are so common and wild, but they seem like Well, I really appreciate the link, Admiral. Really do. And I'll check that out. And I do have a... deck slot. I might try it off stream, see how it goes, and see if once I get confident, and then play it. Yeah, that's one format I've never done with the Druid was Mill. And the reason I wanted to bring Cal back because of my old Ramp Druid days when I first started playing Hearthstone was Ramp Druid. So I really enjoyed this format, or this guy. He was when I started with basic deck. Slowly but surely I was able to add him in. So it was good stuff. And this deck's pretty good. I think I'm going to get rid of the rafts, though. But yeah, thank you for that link. I think it's going to be really good, and I'll check it out after I hang up the stream tonight. And then we do have some This is a deck for standard I've been working on. I'm trying to refine it. It's geared towards more grindy, but we'll see. We might play some standard later in the week or next week. But not sure if you guys like other card games, but I do play several, so I like to change it up. I probably like a Friday, but like a Fable Fortune Friday, something like that. But yeah, Hearthstone's my main game. I love it. It's good, and it's just yeah, it's good stuff. So tomorrow we'll probably play the little bit of Priest, maybe some more Mech, and probably try out some of the Wild Murloc. I don't know. It's you know, it's a decent deck, but it doesn't have a huge win rate. It doesn't have a lot of the OP cards for Shaman, but the devals are almost necessary. At first I had Hex, but I think this, I don't know, against the Warlocks you could get a 8-drop that's pretty GG. But yeah, and it's not bad, but it's not, I don't think it's the best, but I think these guys will really help because you tend to get really wide boards. Ooh, Taunt Druid with Cal. I didn't even think of that. Thank you, man. Thank you for the recommendation, because I actually might think about that. Obviously, I'm not going to do it now, build it, but I'll build it and test it out. I personally think Taunt Druid could be a thing, especially in WoW where you have access to Sludge Belcher. Maybe Cal with Enzoth, or is that a little bit too greedy, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. I think I have Enzoth. Yeah, no, I don't have him here. But I think Enzoth, especially with getting back your Hadrox here, and then who else? Sludge Belchers is pretty much G. And this Fungal Lord, guys, I think is going to be a pretty good card. He's not bad. It's just you tend to only play him on curve against aggro to get a soft taunt. But this guy, you know how Druid, we ramp up quick. You could do some insane combos. So maybe I'll play this later in the week. But the combo I love getting, and I get a fair amount, is the cube with Sylvanas, or even the Belcher, and then you get a copy of the cube. I remember the first time I did that, I was like, what? It copies the Death Rattle as well. Yeah, it's pretty much GG. People concede. So it's a fun stuff. I know the Druid, there's no such thing as greed. Yeah, it's true, right? That's true. Good with the ramp and stuff like that is pretty, it can't be greedy. There's no such thing as not being greedy. And I don't know what your favorite legendary, but this guy is one of my top. Him, Neptilon, Fandral. Yeah, this guy's just so awesome. And it's because when I started with the Ramp Druid back in the day, it was just such a great. I used to love it. You sit there, you even purposely kill your minions, knowing that you would get it back that turn. And then a lot of times, if they can't deal with good old Cow, they concede. Yeah. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll be back tomorrow, maybe a little bit earlier, probably around 9 or so. And it's going to be good stuff. I have a lot of decks I want to play, and I'm pretty much going to stay out of standard for the rest. I know the rotation's going to be good, but I'll probably I focus mostly on Wild. I know some people on the channel love it, and some others love standard. I try to change it up, though. The only problem is your ranking hurts when you do that. Like this season, it just started, obviously, but I haven't done that much. But we'll grind a lot of ranks. Got a lot of good stuff. But I think it's gonna, these mech decks are gonna work. I think the Priest will work as well. Oh yeah, sure, man. When I end the thing, I'll send that information to you, so that way you have it. So if you want to add me, matter of fact. Oh, you can't see it, but because of I was going to show it to you. It's Melfice 1376. So it's Melfice 1376. Ouch. All right, cool. And Yogg, oh really? You see, I love him, by the way. See, I'm glad you guys like these non-meta cards. I've always loved. Thinking of which, I'm gonna get a mid-range. Where is he? I love this guy. Where does he go? We're just talking about it. I don't have. Oh, this is standard. Let's go into the collection right here. I love. He's awesome. Such a good. It's not showing all my cards. Yeah, he's good. A lot of people didn't play him, but I love him. Matter of fact, I'm going to be building an Enzoth Dragon Mage deck, kind of on the controlish side. Not so, maybe more mid-range-ish. A little bit of spells removal. I probably mad him. Also, who else do I love? God, what's his name? I forgot his name. Oh, there he is. I love this guy. I know he's really good in Warlock, but because you could turn 10 hero power, get some guaranteed. So I used to love playing with him because he's such a cool creature. And then let's see, yeah, he's good. I love him. And then I always liked him too. I don't know if you guys played with him, but I liked him as well. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And to let you guys know, I love hey Admiral, there's good to see you there. I love what's it called, playing fun decks. I think a lot of people try too hard in this game. They get they want to get the legend as quickly as possible, and that's why some streamers I like that actually play just for fun. And I think people forget the game's meant to be fun. I don't know why people want to grind out and get all stressed out. And Hearthstone for me is fun. That's key element for me, and that's why I like playing I don't net deck. I rarely get I do get some inspiration or some ideas. Like, let me show you guys here. This is a deck I came up with right when the expansion went live. This is kind of similar. I don't like the cube. I mean, not the Q-Box bag. I love Dreadlord. It's really good against Paladin. Rin, I love the idea. Hershey sees play. This guy doesn't see play anymore. Master Oakheart is great because you don't have to tap as much, I feel. It's really good against aggro. So, and then this guy, I don't know why he doesn't see play. Maybe he will post rotation because Mistress is gone and we don't know what kind of early game healing they're going to offer us. But this guy has been so clutch. He could heal obviously your minions in your face, but he's good. And then Arcane Tyrant. I don't know why this doesn't see more play. You do this after a Twisting Nether, a Siphon Soul, is such big tempo. So yeah, this is my Arcane Control, and I'm going to start grinding my golden, what's it called? I had to come up with a wild version of it. My wild Warlock decks are a little bit more aggressive. This one here's gone through a lot of changing. It used to be really, really spell heavy at first, but now it's a little bit more cubish, I guess, but not kind of similar. I don't know if the Lackey's good and wild. I mean, he's not bad, but the thing is, I have this and there's some games where he pulls him out, and that's just not, it's kind of lackluster. But we'll see. I don't know if I want the Lackey. I really think the Void Caller does its job way too well to include him. Oh yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you, Admiral. There's absolutely no reason to be tryhard. If you're into tournaments, yes, I agree. That's 100%. You do have to commit yourself to that. If you're a professional where you make... thank you for the deck code. If you... I'll check out once I end this. Tournaments, obviously, pro, yeah, you have to, right? Because your audience, they expect that for you, subs, etc. But other than that, man, yeah, I will check it out, and I will check it out. Maybe I can even play it later in the week. It'd be kind of fun, I think. A lot of fun. And I really appreciate you guys participating in the chat, too. It means a lot. So I've just started streaming, and I've been hesitant. I'm planning on getting all that cool alert stuff. That way the videos, in a couple hours, this will be on the recap on the uncut version so everyone sees on the channel. But yeah, I hope to get all that other stuff. I kind of started out a little slow, but was hesitant, and I don't have a webcam yet, so I was like, should I? Like, what the hell? It's all fun. Yeah, League of Legends, yep. And that's another thing. It destroys fun. Yeah, exactly. Because one thing about the meta, that's one thing I like about Wild 2, guys, is you tend to get a lot of, I understand that, like, the closer you get to Legend, you get the aggro, aggros, and your more focused deck, but you can go through Wild through a lot of ranks where you don't see a lot of the same decks. Like tonight, there was, I love that. I would wish Hearthstone or all card games was like that, where you didn't have as much net decking. People actually made their own decks. I think it's that way. If you go against an opponent, you're like, oh shit, man, what's he going to play next? I would love that. And you unfortunately don't see it too often. Like this guy, you don't see him ever. Thinking of it, you never see too often. I might kind of mess around with him. The only I don't know if you guys play. Example is Try Hards. Oh yeah, MG Magic. The Gathering. I hear you have to spend a shitload of money to be competitive in that game. And I'm not gonna admit, I'm not this account here is not free to play. I do invest money into the game. I'm not, but I do have I do runs on my free to play account, which is good change of pace, kind of a little bit. Oh Mal'Ganis, love this dude. But yeah, it's I'm not free to play, but I don't mind. I don't mind supporting something I enjoy, but it's I love Wild, and it's good to see other people like-hearted or like Wild as well. It's a great format. I know there's a lot of OP shit like the Naggy Witches, but you don't really see them that often. At least from my experience, you kind of see them a lot more as you get closer to lower or the higher ranks. So there is that. But I don't know. I've never actually played Magic the Gathering, any of the games. I know Magic the Gathering Arena is coming out soon. I'm probably going to test that out. And I'm not sure if you guys play other card games, but I do recommend if you guys, you'll be seeing it on the stream if you guys ever do drop by again. I will be doing Eternal. Love that game. And then I also love Faeria. I know Faeria is a little bit niche, but it's such a great game. It's a little bit way different from this. But yeah, I think to keep a peace of mind, you have to have multiple games. Otherwise, you're just going to pull your hair out. Hearthstone's a good example of that. And I appreciate the mill deck. I'm going to take a look at it and port it in as soon as I end the stream. It's usually people who want to make Magic Pro tour. Ooh, really? Okay. Make spending money never rotates. Keeps for that's Arena's better for. Oh yeah, Arena. I like Arena, but the only problem is for some reason on the channel, no one likes Arena. They don't view it compared to the Constructed. No one likes it, so I try to focus on stuff that they enjoy rather than. But yeah, I love Arena. I think Arena is a great format because it never really gets old, and I really think they're going to add Wild back to it. And I thought it was a mistake they took the Wild cards out of it. Personally, I really think it was a mistake. Yep. Thinking of which, I wonder when that Wild. I have this deck or two. No, I haven't finished it, but I plan on doing it. Actually, I actually thinking of Molten Giant. I'm going to craft the golden ones. If you guys have the dust, you might want to, because come expansion, you're going to get it for free. Come rotation, you get the dust back. So yeah, so you never know when you put. Yeah, exactly. That's what's awesome about the Arena. And I was just saying a few minutes ago, that's what I wish Standard was like, or card games in general, where you just don't know what your opponent's going to get or you're up against. I think it just keeps you on your toes. I think it makes the game a lot more, I don't know about suspenseful, but at least you're like, oh shit, what am I going to play against? Like tonight, I think I played again. I knew one of it could have been this and that. It's just. And Wild, too, you don't know what secrets you're going to get, which is true because, you have, what is it, Duplicate, you have all that good stuff. So, it's, yeah, I agree with you, man. Arena's a very nice format, and I'm surprised it's not more popular. I think because people like just to focus on one aspect, and Arena's probably never been a big factor. But I love it. I do make videos from it, and I'll probably stream it at least once a week. I enjoy the format. I'm not really good at the Arena, but I'm really bad at drafts, but I try my best. And what's cool, when chat's there, you could have them help you, what's it called, get some feedback and stuff like that. Oh, so you are waiting for the Magic the Gathering Arena then? Is that what you're watching Arena? Oh, so you're watching Arena. Okay, I wasn't sure if you're talking about the Magic the Gathering Arena, which is coming out shortly. That's supposed to be a really good game. I know some people in beta. I haven't gotten in yet, but if you guys get into it, I know there's a non-disclosure. You're not allowed to talk about it, so that's okay. But also Artifacts coming out, and there's a lot of people looking forward to that, but we'll see. And then, so there's one thing, like, I was telling you guys earlier too, is like this is a deck I came up with when the expansion went live, and look how virtually identical it is to all other Jade decks. It's one thing I don't like about having a limited thing like Standard, because you just can't spice it up. But then you only have 30. I don't know if you guys agree with me. I think the game should expand to 35 cards, or at least to have a few slots for techs. Because, like I said, oh yeah, I built this Jade deck. You share it with people, but is it really much different from anyone else's? No, it's not. So it's kind of, I think 35 should, they should have did it and bring it in. No, because Blizzard wants to milk money for, yeah, you're right. You're right. And I agree with you. Yeah, that's right. Shit from the Magic Arena yet. I didn't know where the event is. Oh, okay. So you guys played Magic. That's interesting. I've never played a physical card game. I'd be kind of interested to see how it works because, I mean, obviously you guys have a physical game. You have to keep track of everything. But I love the digital, though. I love card games. Used to play, even on the console days, they used to, what was that card game they used to have? Fantasy Star 3 or something like that for Sega. That was one of the, I think got me kind of started on the card game stuff. All right, guys, I really appreciate the chit chat. It's really nice. I appreciate you coming by. Tomorrow I'll be on, and I plan on doing more mech. I want to do the priest most likely, and then we'll probably later in the week start grinding the warlock. And then I really want to play this because I kind of think it needs a little bit more refinement, but it's been pretty decent win rate. The candlestick and hunter marks are excellent combo to get rid of a lot of nasties. I got to have that for card draw, and then I don't know. I'm thinking about adding maybe the other egg, the dinosaur egg, is it, or something like that. So it's a pretty decent deck. It's a lot of fun. Rexar is the reason why I enjoy Hunter. And then I'm thinking about the good old King Crush for maybe to support her. I don't know, but King Crush is, I don't know. It's not, I don't think as bad as people think, but unfortunately, hunters don't. This guy, man, I miss him. He could build a deck featuring him. But anyways, usually come on. I'm on Pacific time zone, so I'm in Los Angeles. So I usually come on around between 9 to 10. I like to start, and then I usually will stream for like an hour or two. Depends. It depends on how bad tonight. I had a great laddering experience, but usually, you know how it is with Hearthstone. Sometimes you just get bad stuff and you don't want to play. But to let you know, yeah, about 9. I usually come on 9 to 10. Usually on by 10, and I usually end the stream right around now. And then also, I do, like I said, I do stream other games. So I don't know if you guys are interested in that, you might want to check it out. But it's good stuff. I enjoy card games, all of them, but Hearthstone's my main flavor. And then it's good stuff. And I will check out Admiral, that link in the code. I really appreciate that, by the way. And I hope you guys have a good night. Oh, 7 p.m. for you. Oh, your central time for me. Oh, okay, so it's a little bit. Oh, so it's a little bit late for you then, huh? I really appreciate you staying up this late then, because you're a couple hours ahead. So you're about what, 1:30? Yeah, so that's kind of late. That's good. I can't stay up too late because I got to get up early in the morning for work and stuff. So it sucks. Work sucks, but it's all good. I got a golden crushing walls. Didn't notice that. All right, guys, I really appreciate it, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Take care. Bye.